What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Nathaniel Gaming, and we're back. And I finally got a PC with a working mic. And for our first video, we're going to do the Void Guide. And there's a couple of videos on my channel already about me beating Void with a bunch of random people, but I haven't actually made like a guide on it yet. So this is the full Void Guide. Enjoy. So the first thing you want to do, okay, wait. Let me tell you how I'm going to like talk in this video. So first we're gonna go over what is Void, and then we're gonna go over how to play Void, then we're gonna go over what towers um you should bring for Void. Okay, so what is Void? So Void is essentially the Tower Heroes Tower Heroes Doors adventure mode. And this is probably one of the most fun bosses of the entire game because it requires everyone to be paying attention and reacting. So it's very hard to play with randoms. However, when you get a lot of randoms together and they're all dedicated and they actually listen to you, then it's super duper fun. So Void is the final boss and is really the main like focus of the mode. And essentially he slowly walks forward and kills all your towers. So what you want to do is you want to be using towers with really long range and summoning towers as they will slowly chip him and he's like super slow. He's also immune to everything, so do not bring stuff like stunning towers. All right. So let's talk about how to actually play the mode. So for Void, you're going to want like a map with a loop. And here's a small loop right here we got on this bad map. It's not sufficient enough. It should be like a loop that goes fully around. Now, if you know Adventure Mode, it's randomly generated. So you should definitely want to wait until you get a map with a rounded out loop first, and then start your actual Void run. So, the loadouts I'm bringing are exactly identical. Everyone's loadout right now is identical to mine, which is Quinn, Oddport, Slime, Cart, and then one support. So right now we have Maitake, Spec, Balloon Pal, and you can use Discount Dog, but I don't think he is. I think we're running 2 specs right now. So yes, and basically, if you didn't know, summons were extremely broken on this map, and they have increased amount of health for some reason. So that's why 3 out of the 5 slots out of everyone's loadout is a summoner. All right. So how do we actually survive until Void? Because some people die on wave 20 or so because of like Seek spawning and whatever. So I do highly recommend you play this for yourself first so you know what I'm actually talking about. And this was a horrible map again. As you can see, there is no loop. It's just going straight into our base. But we're going to make it work. So let's get into what to actually do. So the enemies on this mode are super duper weak. And Quinn pretty much serves as early game for the first couple waves because she is just so high damage per hit, and there's not as many like enemies spam to pretty much overcome uh, her. So what you're gonna want to do first is to have someone farm, and right now my 2 alts right now are these two, and they have double spec, and I think he has the farm, so I'm gonna tell him to go farm. So now, pretty much 3 quins are able, or 6 quins are able to pretty much solo everything until dupes come, and yeah, that's it. So we're gonna be doing it. And definitely when people, there should be only one farmer, but when people are farming, make sure to be sending them money as they need that money to farm. Yeah. It's pretty self-explanatory stuff, but you should be a good teammate. And if someone is farming, you should be giving them money to farm because essentially 6 quins can solo everything. No one has to place anything down. He can just go farm, get all of his money, and then when he's ready, he can start giving back, and that will, All right, so let's talk about the waves. Um, the most important waves are probably just wave 20 because of Seek. Hold on, I'm setting the time real quick. And yes, you do have to set the time to the owner of the party has to set the time to 12 a.m. at the beginning of the match, so it can trigger the void. As you can see, the yellow message up there just triggered the void. So I found this super easy to do on mobile because I can just go back and forth. So that's what I've been doing. Okay. So now when we're getting to the point where he's farming and we're gonna be sending him all the money, and then when he's ready, he will send the money back. And also know that this map is like really, this mode is really long. Each void run normally takes about 30 minutes. So that gives me plenty of time. Hold on, let me get this. Okay, this is Tower Heroes tier list, but based on how good they are on beating Void. So, while we're waiting for him to farm and whatnot, we're gonna be ranking all of the towers based on should you bring them. And this is only on Void, not like in general. This is only in Void. All right, let's get started, and then we'll continue this list, and then I'll keep explaining the waves as they come. Okay, so Branch. Branch is a really good pick. Branch has good range, and yeah, as you know, you want towers with good range, as they're able to. Hold on, we're gonna die. I'm here. Just sent him all my money. Okay. Whoops, but that's fine. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. So. Hold on. That should have worked if we had more quins, and I'll remember that next time. Now, one thing about Void is that there's a bunch of things that can go wrong, and that was one of them. But we're gonna try again. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're not gonna die this time. Okay, let's continue with the tier list. So next is Discount Dog. And honestly, if you're running a lot of attacking towers, which, you know, is a strategy, because the problem with running attacking towers in Void is that you have to be constantly deleting them when Void gets close, and sometimes that can induce panic, or people are just AFK, or like a lot of things go wrong. So normally I don't like bringing a lot of attacking towers, and if you don't bring a lot of attacking towers, there really isn't any reason to be running Discount Dog. I'd say Discount Dog is an iffy pick. If you see that your teammates are running like a bunch of, you know, attacking towers, then Discount Dog becomes a lot better. But especially when, like in this loadout, the only attacking tower people are running are Quinn, which means that you don't really need that much money to be, you don't need that much money. And the wave is, the game is going to be long enough so that, you will get the amount of money you need. And the extra tower thing is good, but again, it's a little too expensive. I'd rather be spamming Slime King. Oddport, despite being a summon, is only a good pick. I don't think he has a buff, but he's just good to use because he's a summon, and that's it. I don't think he has like an insane buff like Slime King does, and we'll get to him later, and I'll also show you in the video. But he doesn't have. He's just a summon, and summons are good. All right, next is Scientist. Scientist is not mandatory. It's a good pick. Scientist is a good pick. And just like Branch, okay, wait, hold on. I think I'm going to be ordering these based on how important they are, and I think it's going to be like this. So Scientist is really good. The only problem about Scientist is that it's really, the space is really big. So it's hard to, like, fit a bunch of towers in very small space. And if you know this map, you know it's cramped. It's so cramped. So scientist really blows when it comes to like spacing issues, and then people also just randomly are placing scientists wherever they feel like it, and that's super duper annoying and can even cause you to lose just because of poor placing. So it's good. It's not mandatory. You can beat Void without Scientist. I think Quinn would be a better choice than Scientist. All right. Next is Lemonade Cat. Lemonade Cat is pretty much mandatory. One person needs Lemonade Cat just to make your money in the beginning and to get your Slime Kings up in the beginning. And yeah, that's all I can say about Lemonade Cat. Just one out of like the 2 or 3 people that you're playing Void with need Lemonade Cat. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much every map really, but like especially this. Let me change the date on my device again because we have to reset. Why was I not changing? Okay, there you go. Okay. Next, Dumpster Child is you are killing your team. Dumpster Child does nothing for you, and the boss is immune to him anyway. Everything else in the level can in this can be killed by just using summons and whatnot. You don't need Dumpster Child. It's really bad. Bebo, I'd say is iffy. It's not ideal, but if you get good map, like Bebo really is dependent on the map. If you have a good map, then you have a good Bebo value, and if you don't, then you have bad Bebo value. That's really all you can say. There's no real reason to be using Bebo on Void. It's so like weird. It like most of the map is straight, like straight lines, and Bebo is really good on curves because he flies in a curving pattern. But the fact that there is barely any curves in this make Bebo kind of annoying and hard to use, especially on Void. Moving on, Sparks Kilowatt, I'd say it's bad. It doesn't have the range that Scientist and Branch have, and it has minimal damage. Bebo even has range. Sparks does not have range. Sparks does not instantly make you lose the game, but Sparks is not ideal. Cart Kid is definitely a good pick. It just rams through everything, and I'd say it's better than Onport, just because you know. Now, is it better than Branch? I think having Branch might give you the damage in order to win. So no, I don't think it's better than Branch. All right, next is Soda Pop. You are killing your team. Soda Pop does literally nothing, and is like a bad tower, like in general. So the Void is a very specialized map, which means you need very specific counters to beat it. So, Cart Kid existing, I mean, Soda Pop existing in this map basically just means you're gonna die. All right, Bunny is you're killing your team. Bunny does not have enough range, um, to exist in a Void run. So yeah, and the damage is really bad anyway. So I would not recommend at all. All right. Moving on is Bite. Bite is bad. I wouldn't say you are killing people because Bite has maybe some use, but some use is it's debatable because you cannot use Bite on the boss because the boss is immune to everything. And Bite's I'd say Bite's big purpose is the boss. Like Bite literally bodies the boss in other maps or in general, but not this boss, which means that Bite is kind of unplayable here. Hayes, I have no big opinion on Hayes. He's really only good if you're running Maitake, and Maitake is just iffy at best. On this map, I'll do her next. But Hayes, I think, is bad. I mean, it could hit Void from all the way over there and do chip. I'd say it's iffy, but it's definitely worse than Bebo because Bebo just does more damage. Hey, if Hayes' damage was like better, he would be better. He just does not enough damage for uh to exist. Next is Maitake. Maitake is iffy. Maitake only helps with summons, and I mean summons are really the main part of Void anyway, so yeah. If you are running attacking based, however, Maitake gets really bad. But other than that, she's pretty nice in boosting the health of your summons, because imagine that health you're boosting your summons by is doing more damage to the boss. Like imagine that. And that's essentially what it is. All right, next is Jester. Okay, I've actually used Jester a lot in Void just to see how it goes. And oh my god, Jester just killed all of my like Slime Kings on the final wave by like burning them. So I'd say Jester, even though he does summon like broken stuff every once in a while, like in the moment when you need all those Slime Kings to connect to Void, and he burns them or radioactives them, or he just burns Void and does nothing, it's not really worth it. I wouldn't say you're killing your team because again, he could summon that like 15,000 health guy because of just normal health plus the extra like boost from uh the void modifier or whatever. However you get like the extra money. I mean the extra summon health. All right, moving on. We have Balloon Pal. Balloon Pal is mandatory because Balloon Pal increases range and you are trying to snipe Void from as far away as possible. Balloon Pal is pretty much necessary. You need it. There's no getting out of it. Keith is you're killing your team. I don't know. Keith got a buff during the overhaul, but like Keith is not good. To put it flatly, Keith is not good. And when a tower is not good in general, you cannot be bringing it into a specialized into like a specialized map that requires really specific things to work. Lure is a good pick. It is better than Branch, and it is slightly worse than Scientist because of range. I know Lure does more damage, but in Void, actually, Lure is super small. I think okay, maybe Lure is better than Psy because okay, yeah, maybe Lure is better than Psy because Lure is really small and Scientist is really big in terms of the placing, and I think that's just what sells it. And finally, wait, no, not finally. We have a lot more towers to go. Okay, Beatrice. Beatrice is bad because she does not have enough range. Hayes is better than Beatrice because she has less range. And she actually no, she has range. That's the problem. Hayes has no range and reaches the entire map. And Beatrice unfortunately needs range, and getting close to Void is not a good idea, especially when you need to have a Maitake near her at all costs. So having a Beatrice with a Maitake next to it, next to Void, is just spawning more Void minions, and it's not fun. Wizard is split between good and iffy. The problem with Wizard is that to get him at his full potential, you need to have a lot of wizards. And having a lot of wizards mean you're going to be selling them like super quickly when Void gets really close, and that can get hectic. And maybe Void can even eat one of them if you're not careful, which is detrimental and you should not let happen. But sometimes it is inevitable, and you will let it happen. You will let it slip by accident, which may cause you to lose the run just because all your summons hit that thing. I'd say Wizard is. I've seen more people use Wizard though that work, but I don't feel like Wizard does do a lot of damage and you do get a lot of money. If you are running Discount Dog, I think Wizard is iffy, and Wizard is probably better than Oddport. Okay, Quinn is mandatory. Quinn has range. Uh, Quinn Quinn has range. That's all I can say. And Quinn plus Bloom Pal equals infinite chip on the boss as soon as he spawns. Essentially, if you get a good map. Of course, it all depends on the map. If you get a bad map, then yeah, there's no you can't save that. Spectre is actually not mandatory. if you're running only summons and you're doing like trio or something, Spectre is not mandatory, but he is good. He's the best out of all of them. He he uh he boosts Quinn, uh, and Psy and everything. He's actually surprisingly not mandatory. You can win without Spectre. Technically, you can also win without Quinn, but okay. Maybe this is uh, I might change this. Okay, how about how about how about this? How about that? That might be better. Yeah. Okay. We're not gonna talk about that. So next is Stella. Stella is oh god. So uh, she's really iffy. I feel like I don't see people using Stella properly, and it kind of throws Stella away for me. And when I use Stella, yes, it brings me back into the game when there's essentially nothing to do because you're just waiting on waves 30 through 40 for the waves to go by. But I feel like Stella really doesn't do enough. She does the damage, but you need to like do it and then like you need to sell like all of the drawings at once when Void gets close, and that's pretty not good. So I'm gonna say Stella is not very good. But if you do get the damage on, I mean, if you have like 6 people and you really need that damage, then Stella can go from iffy to good. Voka, like surprisingly, Voka's a good pick. Because of the long range. That's literally it. If you put her in the back, she can snipe Void. Quinn is always better than Voka, but El Goblino is on the same road as Bite, uh, except maybe Bite's a little bit better. El Goblino is you're killing your team. There's no reason to be running El Goblino. Okay, next. Okay, we're getting to them. I'm gonna put all these guys here. Okay, Slime King is mandatory. Like this is the actual only mandatory. Like realistically, you can swap out like your towers for like other towers, but everyone needs to run Slime King. As like that's just a rule. Wait, what? That is just a rule. Everyone needs to be running Slime King. There is no going around. There is no going and doing Void without Slime King. That's just how it goes. Volt is you're killing your team. Volt's just a bad tower and doesn't do any damage on the boss, has no range, and yeah. Fracture is bad. I'm not gonna say you're killing your team. I've done it with Fracture before, but um, it's just a bad pick. Fracture literally does nothing, and it's really big too. Noobs just randomly spamming Fracture around probably just kills you harder than some of these other towers. Okay, Nuki is too fat. It's too big. It's just bad, but it's not detrimental because I don't think the Nuki things spawn in more voidlings when they die. All right, so let's finish up the tier list quickly so I can explain some of this stuff. Okay, all the melee towers are you're killing your team. Melee towers have no place in Void because Void eats towers, and if he gets close to them, he turns them into enemies. And your melee towers, you don't have enough time to sell them, trust me, because there's so many clumped up. And you need to be focused on your range summoning and your Spectre and your Bloom Pal and all that other stuff. Wafer, Wafer, I'd say is iffy. I'd say it's okay. It's about the same as Bebo. All right, this is the. Oh yeah, and I guess he's melee too when you're selling him, so he does more damage. All right. Oh, can you not see? I did not even notice. You can't see the other. I've just been putting there. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna show this tier list at the end of the video so that again, but this is how it's gonna go, and this is pretty much how it's gonna be. Okay. Okay, so let me start actually explaining. Okay, I'm just gonna move. I should put it like. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of the tier list for now. I'll bring it back later. Okay, let's start explaining what we've actually been doing for the past couple rounds, or not couple rounds. What we've actually been doing to like survive. So as you can see, we have placed all of our summoning towers in the back. Yeah, because Void will come from the enemy base and he's gonna slowly move forward. Why can I not max my output? Okay, he's gonna slowly move forward. And if all your summoning towers are in the back, they get the maximum amount of value because they won't get killed until the very end. And it is your last resort to be selling your summoning towers. Do not like replace your summoning towers with like like scientists and such. Don't do that. As you can see, these summoning towers already like this one slime does 2,000 damage. That's like a 50th of void health. And look at all the summons that we are summoning. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Plus the extra Quins, plus the Spectre he's gonna put down, plus the Bloompalf summons, plus the Slime King summons. Like ideally, everyone wants to get a Slime King summon. Uh, yeah, that's all I can say about that. Okay, so from waves 1 to 40, what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be slowly maxing all of your towers. Make sure to be donoing. Hold on. Make sure to be donoing the farm guy and having him pay you back later when you need money for summoning slime kings and such. I might have accidentally brought 3 specters because he's saying he brought a specter, but I have 2 specters on my alts, so that may be an issue. And my computer just froze. Hold on. I think I actually forgot balloon power, which is mandatory. Which is that's funny. Oh my god, it's lagging so hard. Hold on. This is gonna be just a watch portion. Or a. Basically, once you max everything, it's so laggy. I don't know if this is my issue or a Tower Heroes issue. It might just be because there's so many summons on the field. And it's kind of bad that we didn't bring Balloon Pal, sadly. Okay, so here, you're going to put all your Quins in the back, max them up. If you have your Balloon Pal, you're going to put it there, of course. But we don't have a Balloon Pal. We have, like, 3 specs. That's, an issue. But we might, pull through. And yeah, that's essentially how you beat Void. You just max all your summoning towers, place your Quinn / Scientists. Scientists go a little bit closer to the front. Quins go all the way in the back, so they can always get value. Yeah, I guess enjoy me beating Void. I guess, and I'll explain what to do on the boss wave as well. Okay, now we wait. As you can see, these 2,000 health things are just shredding anything that walks into its path. These odd ports are just killing everything. Let's just, add a Maitake here, because why not? Oh, I have no music. That's annoying. It's just been me talking. I don't know how that's getting past all of these. I think there's so many summons that this game is lagging. Also, I feel like Snail Slime King is broken for some reason. I don't know why. But they should not be getting this far. And how are these guys still alive? Maybe it's my Taki healing issues. You should die. I guess when Void spawns, we'll know. So this is honestly the most boring part of the... This is the most boring part of the run, where you are just saving money for Slime Kings. And sadly, we also didn't bring Balloon Pow, which is a free 5,000 damage because of the bomb float. So that is quite sad, but we'll get around it. Looks like we're gonna be doing wrong. I don't think he'll get that. Who are they shooting at? I feel like summons just broke in this update. I don't know why. I feel like every time I use summons, it's just all wonky. Oh, that's nice. How come their damage isn't boosted? Is spec not reach? Oh, but this spec reached. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, wait, let me switch those around. Oh, yes, also do not use the Quinn ability, as the boss is immune to the Quinn ability, and most of everything will kill the stuff anyway, so don't waste your money on Quinn ability. See, I don't know why it's so, like, laggy for some reason. Like, things are just, like, not dying. I'm pretty sure my graphics is all the way down. Yeah. Oh, maybe it's my lag issue. Oh yes, also make sure to hide heroes so you know which ones are yours, and hide players. Hide players, so they don't get in your way, and turn off followers. So when you are on the void round, everything's gonna look like this. You'll see only your towers, and it'll make your life a lot easier. Let me do that on all my devices. And this is probably one of the most useful things for the Void Run, because things getting in your way so you can't like actually sell your towers is another reason why it's easy to lose Void. Just small things like this. like you not being able to click a tower because I don't know, you click someone else's tower by accident. So yes. See, I don't know how that rush got past all of this stuff that's still alive, which confuses me. And I don't know how all of this stuff is getting past. This should not be getting past. Because he just ran through all of these guys. I think Tower Heroes is just super laggy right now for no reason. Or my talkies are screwing everything up by healing things even though they're already dead. Which I think might be the reason, actually. I think if I sell my talkie, things will go back to normal, but selling my talkie means that things won't get extra health. That's bad. Well, I guess it only does 25 damage. Also, the enemies are like already dying. Like they're just they just stay there. I don't know if that's a bug or something. Alright guys, we're at the also the waves aren't skipping. Like everyone had auto skip on, but it was there. So this is the last 10 waves. It's probably gonna take like 30 minutes. I mean 10 minutes. Or maybe 5 minutes. Which is it's kind of sad. Void is really fun, the boss wave and the such, but getting there is what causes a lot of people to quit. Understandably so, because it's boring, and if you don't know what to do, it's very difficult. What else should I do? Let me see. I don't know. There's nothing right now. Even he knows. I think the odd ports are the only ones who actually know where all of the entities are. They're just like lagging so hard that they're just like appearing everywhere, and oh, this is kind of bad. Each of these windows takes out like 2 slime kings, or slimes. And don't be afraid to use spec boost. Spec boost is extremely cheap, and if you are gonna get killed by something, or if something scary is approaching, like glitches are probably the most scary thing in the run, besides for the boss. So don't be afraid to just kill the glitch with a nice spec boost to make your Quinn shoot faster. Oh my god, why is it this laggy? I want to see how long the Quinn's range is, because we don't have oh, that's pretty short. Ugh. Okay, yeah, this is why Balloon Pal is mandatory. Oh. Hopefully all of these summons can carry as well as good Slime King summonings. If you can time your Slime Kings on wave 39, then you have a good shot of stacking Slime Kings on the boss wave. You can get more than one, maybe even 3 if you're lucky. Not everyone though, just maybe like 5 at most. Why is my Naki not attacking any of these guys? I think she is, they're just lagging. There. I'm so sorry this is so laggy. It's not normally how this is supposed to be. Normally it's a lot better. What are they shooting at? Oh, they're all dead. Maybe on wave 38 or 39 we can use a couple of spec boosts. And definitely on the boss wave be chain spec boosts. Alright, we're almost there. We have like 5 more waves. And we get to the boss wave. This is so sad, it's so laggy. I don't think ambush is really the only thing that can mess us up, as it can kill off all our summons, but it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. Ah, that got surprisingly close. Let me start spec boosting, actually. I did 1 spec boost, so hopefully that... Oh, yeah, see, this guy might get a little far. They got him, though. Oh, man, they're all clumped together. It's so lagging. So laggy, they're just all clumped together. Die. The halt, I think, is just killing everything, because the odd ports can't kill it. How much damage does odd port do? Never mind, they're doing a good amount of damage. Ooh. Yeah. I think the odd ports are actually doing really well. They're killing most of the peons. And we definitely do not want to be skipping wave 39, so I'm going to start turning auto-skipping off, so I don't accidentally skip it by accident. Alright, we are almost to the boss wave. Ambush is here, so we're gonna start using some spec boost. And yeah, he got shredded. That ambush is dead. Now the bunch of ambushes that come on wave 39 might give a little trouble. Okay. He's dead. Yeah. And you should probably... I do recommend spec boosting on wave 38. Just to make you feel more comfortable. However, if you do have scientists and, like, you know, actual attacking towers, like not like this round where we basically have no attacking towers, it's good to use the spec boost. Okay, he did the boost, so I don't have to do my spec boost. And it's also good to be not hiding particles, so we can see the spec boost, and maybe not hiding materials, because I think it's already here. Okay. Just got shredded. Wow, these guys are all out because they got hit by a cart king. Alright, now Void is here. And we are going to summon all of our Slime Kings. Oh wait, is it figured? It's not figure, is it? Wait, what? It's figured? I don't think it's figured. Hold on, I'm very confused. I don't think it's figured. Wait, what? Maybe they added this here for extra Okay, hold on. This is an issue. Because I just summoned 2 Slime Kings. Okay, don't worry. This is still winnable, guys. Ew. Oh my god. Okay, the good news is that we killed Figure. The bad news is that we wasted 2 Slime Kings in the process. I think Void... Okay, yeah, so they... Apparently they... I did not know this, guys. They added an extra figure. Which, I didn't know. I did not know that there was an extra figure. So, yeah, this is gonna be super close because I didn't know. Shoot, I let him eat my Maitake. Hold on. Yeah, I let him eat my Maitake. Whoops. Yeah. So this round is gonna be very close. So as you can see, Void is slowly creeping. He has this big wall. You can see his health right here. He's at 290, which is... Wait, that's more than figure. Okay, yeah, we are kind of screwed. That... Oh, God. I gotta lock in, hold on. We need to make sure spec boosts are going on at all times, making the rate of summon of spawns as well as Quinn constant. And, yeah. I can almost summon another slime king. This is not good. Oh, we did it! Okay. So, I'm sorry, I had to really lock in and I could not explain what was going on, but I will explain it now. So essentially, what happened is that I switched on my other three devices to my other two devices to consistently, uh, do spec boosts. And the spec boosts make your summons go faster because spec boost increases rate. So the fact that all of these guys were summoning things faster meant that Void took a lot more damage than figure. I was also selling Quins. If you didn't see it, probably because I was like zoomed in all the way and you couldn't see it, but I was selling all of the Quins. The Quins are first. If any of the Quins get eaten by Void, it summons a 5,000 health guy, and that instantly takes out two of your summons, and it's not going to work. So I made sure to be selling Quins at the time, and yeah, it was very close. Now, if we didn't summon all those Slime Kings during the figure thing, this would have been much easier. I did not know there was a figure. I'm truly sorry. Do not use your Slime Kings on the figure. I will add a, little thing in the intro or something. I'll see what I can do. I'm not into editing yet. But yeah, that is the Void Guide. And yes, that figure is new. Be wary. That is probably the most dangerous thing of this thing because I didn't know that there was a figure. Okay. Anyway, be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to record more videos like this, in the future. So, and, oh, let me bring up the tier list. Boy, that is not the tier list. Alright, that is the tier list. Alright, and these is the tier list that you should bring when beating Void. Here you go.